I'm Olivia. I've been with Sam since about May, June last year, so close to 12 months now. Definitely a lot more lethargic, and I was sort of in a rut. That's what compelled me to actually apply in the beginning. I saw the Facebook group, and I'd also had a period of recovery from a surgery, and it sort of got back into doing quite big bursts of exercise, but then balancing other pathologies. I'd get quite tired and then lose the motivation to continue that consistency. So I sort of thought signing up to a 6-week program would really, I guess, be a huge motivator to continue actually doing it rather than an hour here every couple of weeks. So I have sort of a muscular thing, cerebral palsy, as well as rheumatoid and an ankle fracture. So I sort of had a fusion probably about 18 months prior to when I started, and after the surgery, when I'd given the okay, I sort of started doing a bit of PT sessions, but I sort of didn't have that consistent training program up and running. And I sort of had been doing swimming a lot, but I really wanted to do group activities again, and that's something that had always been a struggle because of the different modifications I required, and I guess just having that trust in the organisation that they had the right skill set to cater to it, as well as also challenging myself, because I'd always sort of, had that inhibition to be like, oh, well, I don't want to hurt myself further and fracture my other ankle, because that would not be great. At first I was sort of I guess concerned at the early, because I'm not a huge morning person, and I guess I sort of was a bit like, will the load training help or work for me as well, because I've predominantly done non-load bearing and more swimming, cycling sort of activities, and I guess I sort of thought my diet was quite good, and it had been, I guess, aside from sort of drinking and probably drinking too much coffee as well, so I sort of, I guess, was interested to see, but also had pretty low expectations around, I wasn't really doing it for weight, I was doing it more for strength, but I was sort of surprised by both outcomes that improved significantly. So my strength has improved dramatically. I'm definitely doing the unilateral exercises. That's helped maintain a bit more balance, because I was very heavily dominant to one side. Also a significant amount of weight loss, which I wasn't really expecting, coupled with muscle gain as well, like around the sort of 10 kilo mark, so it's quite significant really. I definitely have much more energy and I guess interest, and that's what sort of has really helped maintain going to the 3-week sessions, and that the people I'm working with are all sort of like-minded, but it's also quite balanced too, and that Chris understands that people aren't gonna, if you be too prescriptive, it's not sustainable, and that's sort of something that I've finally found something that's really sustainable. So that sort of enjoyment factor, as opposed to it being a kind of begrudging task to go, well, I need to exercise to maintain my fitness. I actually look forward to it now. I think it's worth your health is a huge, it's everything. I have struggled with my health in the past, therefore I think spending a bit more money and having skin in the game really was a game changer for me, and therefore I'd sort of go, the worst thing that, there's no downside I think in doing it. You sort of have investing in your health regardless. If you've got a gym membership, the only difference is you're probably not going as much, or the consistency is lacking and you're not seeing the results. So I've sort of found both consistency and results paid off. So just give it a go and try.